everybody, welcome back to Anime Waifu Women. Let's get back into the game, in which where we left off, we joined the literature club, and now we did like share poems and whatnot. So let's go back. Hint, you can say that again. I can't read. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It's just, I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Arrow did too. Hey, don't call me out like that. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Arrow liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Why'd the music stop? Uh-oh. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Arrow appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Arrow started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Error. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Error. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Error? Well, don't look at me like that. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? I'm just standing here, dude. I'm not doing anything. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh God. Help! Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Eh? Yeah? Yeah. And what's funny is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like that? Feel like this? Error? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Oh my God. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Were you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop it! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing, but they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly, I don't know. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri brushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is the vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. Me neither. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. Not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her go off and get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Like a smile sweet we had me causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Yeah, well, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hello? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, beamed at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. And what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Hatsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen a fight like that. I promise though, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Error. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me hate them the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Poem time? Maybe I should choose someone other than Sayori. Let's go for Yuri. Just choose the random big words. Massacre. Incongruent. Hopeless. Contamination. nightgown. Well, okay. Unrestrained. Are these words telling me something? Determination. Agonizing. Heartbeat. Wrath. Chocolate. Intellectual. Question. Depression. She has depression? Okay. I hope not. Captive. Extraordinary. Why is that her word? Whatever that word says. Email. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hiya, Rob. Yo, Yuri. Yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club. That's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Well, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Yuri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to take a look at it. That's not. Her name is Sayori. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. Literally. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Well, that's one more thing. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Hey, me too. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't know that she was listening in. Facing her look as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just listening in the book. Yuri, tell her to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I was too absorbed into my book. I got too absorbed. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun. It's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. What? You wouldn't have come if I weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into bringing them. Come on, give me more credit. Give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks you, Sayori, in the face and trembles onto the desk. Pwah! God! Ow! What was it? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though, haha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Even though you slapped me in the face with a goddamn cookie. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrap and takes a big bite. So good. Move. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hey, you're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets up. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in hand. Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful. So we tried to wave to safety. Yuri and I laughed as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Yeah? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the clubroom. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Her boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. Would you have at least heard the bell ring at least? At least said twice in one sentence? I don't know. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. I wasn't sure you played piano at all. I wasn't aware you played piano as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I'm gonna let you down, Arrow. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I really loved the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out savoring mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori's somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm already curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I get a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think you noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm already sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The back The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from the human experiment prison. Okay. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it's gonna be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Error? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yuri and I forget that Yuri... Yeah! Not Yuri. The word is yeah. Dummy. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should have let you... But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand that. I I soon understand that Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling of somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. Realize that she is actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from the book and from my book instead. Sorry, I was just. You're apologizing. You apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, this should work, right? I saw my desk until it's up against Yuri's. They'll hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kinda difficult to turn the page here. Oh. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like that, like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracted me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready, to turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own violet. Screw it. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchanges. My thumb gently letting go of the page. Oh crap, I didn't finish. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think? Do you think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she might say or does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, that are kind of reminiscent of something of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remained silent for a minute. What error? That's probably a terrible thing I have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone, shut up, Monica! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we waited too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not that. I'm fine. Yuri releases my hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you. It picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 first chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Poem. Going in order again. Yuri. Oh, I like this one, Error. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes, you know, you're a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, ever. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But always thinking about, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Yeah? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you like something sad, so Yuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help get the rain cloud a little hug. Okay, I can see that. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Yuri. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, this one's long, Jesus. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf where all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in comes my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who were unsmiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. But didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not used to you being cheerful. I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like feel like I was meant to impress myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Running is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, running is the best. I'm gonna keep running until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Yuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Like the person? Natsuki. Oh, it's not really any worse than your last one, Jesus. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, when you keep practicing it, maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess. If you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's not like she's dragging around a dead weight. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Longer. It just gets longer. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, really hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to touch her. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I don't always see her talking to people, but she probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. It felt more of a rant than anything. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. cliches was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Anyone would agree with the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Or to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good poem for tomorrow too, so look forward to that. Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Arrow. How'd you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving more imaginary. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, but I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your poem? You never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write to myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Yuri nods. Huh? You mean you're close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. It's gonna take me a while. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. that was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an inordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. I was self-conscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The emphasizing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon and urge. The moon increments in its phase and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in my eyes of the raccoon friend, of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becoming excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following my, you could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me this excitement. A rush of blood, classic conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay. It was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It was a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't bring to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express valid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's that sort of thing I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Ah, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. They were talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. And I'm glad that you're a good listener. Monica is the last one. Hi again, Error. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Good job, Arrow. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Yeah, that's right. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Siri, who likes usually simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are let to derive their own meaning of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the amounts of what. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violently granting waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. Sighing, quaint tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Something tells me this poem's a bit weird. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess that's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space though in the paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. That's weird. That's Sayori said that. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be an abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When this happens, that just gave me chills. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Are you telling me something? Wait, is this a tip even about writing? Shut up. What are you even talking about? Shut up. Shut. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ooh, she's breaking the fourth wall on me now. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do you really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put something. We could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to take it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Yuri has been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're exactly going to do for the event. Sorry, I heard you heard about it already. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Alright. Well, that's not really. I don't like being on stage. Stage fright. Performing. Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Okay, I'm running out of time here. So, hope y'all are enjoying this series so far. That freaking fourth wall break scared the freaking living hell out of me. Something's gonna change, I just don't know when. Well, see y'all later.